Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again. We're going to do an unbox today. But I also wanted to share with you guys a couple items I scored today. Now, I went around to Walmart and Target around my areas. Had to do some returning some items out of Kohl's. But that's neither here nor there nor anywhere. I did score this very cool Goku shirt at Kohl's. Ironically, it was tagged at $20. We get to the register, well, 12 bucks. Not complaining. Got me a new cool DBZ shirt. So when we went around looking at Target and Walmart, and I was able to score. I've been looking at this guy and I was like, you know what, I want to get him. And then when I went back to the stores, I couldn't find him for a while. Finally, there was a restock this past week. And I scored. We got ourselves the Marvel Legends Cyclops. Now, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not trying to build the Sentinel that they show in the back there. I'm just looking. I mean, I just think he looks like a pretty badass character. We have the alternate head sculpt where it looks like he's about to blast. We got the energy effect that you can attach. I mean, and this is a pretty badass looking Cyclops, I gotta say. So we got that. I also scored the Iron Man, the Tony Stark AI Iron Man, which is part of the Shang-Chi Build-A-Figure wave. You can see that right there, guys. Now, that's another thing I'm not going for. I'm not going for the Build-A-Figure on that. Honestly, I really don't know that much about Shang-Chi. I know it's a movie coming out, and I mean, the figures look pretty good. It's nothing that is exciting me just on the look alone. So I'm not really focused on getting any of them. We found my Target finally put them out. I think it was yesterday or today they just put them out. Which of course everyone was getting them last week, but up here in New York State they just didn't put them out until then. And also, those that know me know I love, well, just about everything. I'm more of a cult. Definitely a cult classic person. And I love Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, which is unofficially Evil Dead 3, and of course the series Ash versus the Evil Dead. And I finally scored myself an Ash. Now I do have regular Evil Dead 2 Ash. So now I have the updated version. Now, actually online right now, Target is pricing him at $40. In the store, he's $29. So, you do the math. But, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to break this guy open. Couple things here. You can see that we get a couple different head sculpts, which is pretty cool. And this is more current Bruce Campbell than younger Bruce Campbell, obviously, because this is him in Ash vs. the Evil Dead series. We get a picture of the Oldsmobile right there. We get a nice little cuff for his sleeve. And of course we get the robotic hand. We also get a wooden hand like he had in the beginning of the series. But we get the robotic arm there. And of course we got the shotgun and his chainsaw hand. No Necronomicon, no blade. But that's perfectly fine. I have the blade with one of my other figures. So like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to crack him open, or I might just hold off cracking him open, because I mean the case alone, I mean it's got this nice little kind of holographic, depending on how you twist it and turn it. It's Neca, so you know it's going to be quality materials. And if I do an opening, an unbox of him, I'm definitely going to do a comparison between the Evil Dead 2 figure and this one. So that is what I got. So, but what am I going to open today, guys? You might be asking yourself. We're talking Marvel. Not going to open Marvel. We're going to change up. We're going to do some DC. Now, a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half to 2 weeks, I scored 2 Jon Stewarts. There we go. I got the newer one, and we got the Justice League animated series, and this is the one we're going to open up today, guys. Now, I'm actually doing a series of videos tonight because your boy is going for his second shot tomorrow. That's right, I'm going for that vaccine. My second shot, going to protect myself best I can. Me being an asthmatic and diabetic and former high blood pressure person, I'm in that risk range. So I'm going to do everything I can to protect myself here. So, let's jump on into double view. Now, I'm kind of partial to this. Now, already even before opening it, you can see some things in the arms don't exactly look 100% at the shoulders. I don't care. This is Jon Stewart from the Justice League cartoon. To me, I always loved the Justice League series, the cartoon that they did. And I loved everyone who did voices in there. And what a lot of people may not realize, Phil LaMarr is a great voice talent, and he was a comedian. And he, honestly, as far as live action, Phil LaMarr, he's probably best known for Mad TV, the early years of Mad TV. He did there's a parody of a UPS driver that he did, and he's done so many other ones, but a lot of people don't realize he has a tremendous record, a tremendous career as voiceover, as animated voice talent. Those who are fans of the Cartoon Network may or may not know that he was actually the voice of Samurai Jack. And he's voiced so many other animated characters over the years, both for DC, just everywhere. Now, of course, what I love about the DC Multiverse is they give you this nice little, kind of a baseball card kind of deal, where you get a little text back of him and a little synopsis on his story. Those that don't know Jon Stewart, he is a Green Lantern. Earth ultimately had the most Green Lanterns, believe it or not. I mean, we had, of course, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, who personally I never liked Guy Gardner, that's just my thing, and Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart was a Marine, and I mean, he just was the pinnacle of, I mean, if you're going to follow up an Earth Green Lantern after Hal Jordan, you're going to need somebody pretty damn awesome, and that was Jon Stewart. Whether in the comics or the cartoon, the way that they portrayed him was just amazing. So let's get him right on out. See, this is what okay, first thing here is this extra joint where his shoulders are coming out. I'm sure this is something that can be altered. I mean, if you put his arms up like this, you really don't notice it so much. Well, you put his arms down, and you get that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm sure with a little bit of paint, if you can match it up here, you can kind of get this to cover over there, and it should work out. That's just one thought. So let's take a look at everything. I'm getting the rest of his accessories out right now. Let's see, do we have anything holding that in? No. So he gets this massive kind of arm gun right here, guys. And we got a lot, like the little eye visor for targeting. Yeah, Dave. Don't bring the knife towards your face. You don't want to do that. So we're going to toss it over. Okay, so. Trying to get the camera to zoom in on him. Let's switch views here. There you go. I mean, that is a very badass look. I love the green eyes on him. One thing I liked with him was when they did the animated series, they didn't give him the face or the eye masks like we usually see, with Robin and some of the other heroes. The Domino eye coverings, they didn't give him that. They just gave him green eyes. I think that made him look badass. Now, this is the second version, technically speaking, of him, because in the original first regular Justice League, he had hair on top. He didn't have the goatee down here. And then when they did Justice League Unlimited, where the heroes had been around working in the Justice League for quite some time, they needed new blood. We had Jon Stewart. Actually, this was to give him a different look and to make him look aged. So shaved head, goatee. They wanted to give him that kind of Spencer for Hire Hawk, kind of Benjamin Sisko, badass kind of look. And that says it all right there. Like I said, the only thing that's throwing me off is this right here. Now, of course, with a figure like this, I'm sure he's going to be very top-heavy, just like Batman the Animated Series figure was. Because, look how small and narrow his legs are compared to the rest of his body. This is more cartoon accurate. Just black with the green. We get the green around his arms. And they do give us the Green Lantern ring. Which, you can make it out. Definitely has the molding of it. Now, let's take a look at the card. Okay, we have Jon Stewart, 6'1", 200 pounds, I wish. Recognized by the Guardians of Oa, having extraordinary courage and heroism, Jon Stewart was awarded a power ring and trained to be a member of the Green Lantern Corps. After years of patrolling the deepest regions of space, Jon returned home to protect Earth as a member of the Justice League. Armed with perhaps the mightiest weapon in the known universe, Green Lantern uses his power ring's emerald energy to accomplish the impossible. There we go. There's a nice little photo of him blasting some asteroids into space. Very cool, very badass. Now, let's figure out how we can get this on here. Obviously, this is meant to be a construct. Construct is what they refer to the energies that they, using your willpower, your mind, whatever you can imagine, the ring can create into a construct. This is a construct, obviously. Now, I believe this will go actually into his arm. I think I'm going to have to figure out how are we going to do this. Let's take a look at the box. The box is not going to give us any clues. No, it doesn't. So, there's a little slot in here, which I believe is going to be for his arm. Now, if you've had a Justice League character or an animated series figure, you're going to be familiar with a lot of the basic joints here. Nothing too fancy, but the legs are a bit thin. I don't know how well they're going to actually support themselves. Although I could get some, I have some plastic figure stands where I can do like a little flying maneuver. And really, I think that's going to be one of the better ones. Now, what's a little confusing is we have this loop right here. It makes me think like this is going to connect into something else, but I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest. Let's do a little cheat here, okay? What do I mean by a little cheat? You're going to see what I mean in just a second, guys. Let's go to screen capture, okay? Let's just type in, we're going to do some cheating. We're going to go online and see what some people have done posing the figure-wise to give me a better idea. That's not the one we want. We want the other one, guys. There we go. Let's go to images. There we go. So we got the little visor. Looks like it wraps around the back of his head. May have to play around with this a little bit. There you go, like a little headset right there. Now, so I actually had this upside down. Definitely some tight joints in here. So there we go. Got his hand in there, so it looks like the ring is actually generating all this as an extension right there. So let's just skip back. And let's get this little stand on his foot and see how well Green Lantern stands on his own. Let's go to double view, close the knife. Now, of course, just like all the joints or all the figures, he's got the little foot bends, his little toe bend up front. It's not the greatest. It's not pegging on here all that well. I may have to use Neca stands, which I've had to do on a few figures. Again, he's kind of top heavy. I mean, right there we do have him standing on his own. Just rotating the disc that he's standing on. I mean, it's an amazingly sculpted figure. Amazingly cartoon accurate with the exception of the little shoulder parts there, but that's neither here nor there. But the problem is his legs are so thin. They went so far to make him as cartoon accurate as possible. They could have made his legs a little bit bigger, just a little bit for better support. Not a whole lot of support here. He's very top heavy, like I said. Now, if we get rid of this accessory, I really don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. So what I may do is, on some of my SH Figure Art characters, figures I have over there, I actually have these little plastic, inexpensive plastic figure stands for like doing aerial or hovering type photos and poses. So I might get some more of those and use them on him. That way we're taking the weight off the hands and we can get more of a floating, like he's actually floating in space, like he's blasting something that way. That way we can have him kind of held up either on his thigh or possibly around his torso here. So it looks like that he's flying and not just standing still. Because, I mean, let's face it, in the cartoons, I mean, Green Lantern's always flying for the most part, you know? One thing that's a little odd, if you try and do a little bending thing, it looks a little unnatural right there. That could be a little gripe for some people, you know? But you play around with the pose, maybe do bend his legs a little bit, so that maybe we're not arching the ankles too far. But if you do like the pose like that, where maybe he's, there we go, like a pose like that where he's just flying and his legs are just kind of dangling like that, that's going to look a little bit more natural, a little bit better. At least that's what my game plan is right now. I do like the little headset, like he's talking to Batman or someone else through a virtual communication being routed through his ring. And this ray gun, this massive cannon he has is pretty badass. Looks like it's got a little scope right there. Not sure what this is for. Maybe just for like handling it. Like maybe he's holding on to it with his other arm. We'll take this out. I mean, it's Green Lantern. He can just make the whole thing just vanish. So I don't know why they would have it where like maybe he's just holding it. I mean, I don't really get what that component part is. If you guys know, drop it in the comment section below. I would love to know. But yeah, here we are. Animated series Justice League Unlimited GL. Really love it. I love the detail I mean, you really don't have to do a whole lot just to get the Green Lantern emblem going on there. The paint on it is it's fairly good. I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but for 1999 character, I mean, they really did him justice. No pun intended. I just had to work on, like I said, using a stand to try and get him to be a little bit more balanced, as it were. Because, like I said, even if I put a second peg on his foot here, it's not going to look all that natural. It's going to throw it off. I'm going to have to use one of my plastic stands. That's going to be one of the better ways. And it's not a con against getting him. He's an amazing character. If you're a Green Lantern fan and you love the Justice League, the animated series, and the Unlimited series, then you definitely got to grab him. He's an amazing figure. It's just that the way the torso is, they made him screen accurate, they made him cartoon accurate, but in doing so, they kind of made some sacrificing in the legs. Very similar with Batman, the animated series figure. There was some sacrificing there. But, there we are. All in all, I gotta say, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's about 8.5 to a 9. He is. Oh, you know what? I'll be honest. Let's scale it down to 8 to an 8.5, just because of these shoulder joints. They don't blend too much here, and because they're color, I mean, they could have went a little extra far, made this top part green on here and here. They could have done that, but I mean, the rest of the sculpt, I mean, it's fantastic. It's amazing. I mean, they did justice on the ring. Everything else looks good. I love the little energy effect right there for the headband, like I said. It looks fantastic. It's just, I wish he was a little bit more, if he wasn't so top heavy to throw off the balance for the rest of the body. But like I said, I have a game plan for that, and we're going to go with that. Should you get him? Definitely if you're a fan of Green Lantern and you're a fan of the Justice League Unlimited, get him, grab him. I picked him up at GameStop. Got him for about, I think it was about 18. So he's definitely a major go, guys. You definitely want to hop on him. Now, I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel today. Thank you for checking out this video. We have lots more videos coming through the pipeline. But do me a favor. Before you hit that red button, before you hit that bell, I want you to go into the description of this video and check out my YouTube Warriors. My YouTube Warriors is a list of other YouTubers that I think you guys should definitely check out. It's a list of about 5 to 6 Warriors, 5 to 6 YouTubers with amazing content and amazing videos. You should definitely check out their channels. And when you check out their channel, hit that little red button below their video. Hit that bell for notifications so you can check out all their amazing content coming forward in the future, and check out some of their past content, guys. You won't be disappointed. Now, again, thank you guys for checking out the channel. Thank you for checking out the Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity always reign supreme. And do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that little red button right below, and hit that bell right next to it so you can be notified when we do a live stream or when we drop a new video. I have a lot of videos coming up during the month of May here. You guys will not be disappointed, and I'm looking forward to it. By the way, at the recording of this video, we've actually hit 137 subscribers. Okay, that's 337 followers of the channel here. When I hit 150, we're going to be giving away. We're going to be doing a live stream giveaway of this Batman Neca Batarang. This is a Batarang as featured in the 1989 Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman movie. Okay, this is officially licensed by Neca and DC, of course. I have one of these that I'm going to be giving away to one of my subs during a live stream once we hit 150 subs. So right now we're at 137. That's 13 away, guys. We're only 13 away, so please hit that red button, hit that bell for notifications, and let's bring it home to 150. And also, during that live stream I do for 150, We're also going to be announcing the giveaway for 200. Yes, I already have an amazing prize that blows this one out of the water for 200. So please help support the channel. Let's make it the best we possibly can. And I want to thank you guys again for checking out the channel. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know. Drop some comments in the comments section below. Or if you're feeling kind of froggy, you can hit me up on Instagram at Dave's Dimension. Or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. So there we are. There you are. And that's the video for this time. So keep on busting. And as always, I will catch you guys on the flip side.